Nah, this ain't nonsense, this is nonfiction. So excuse if the content is offensive, it's official. Now that we have been acquainted, this is my pleasure, my pain, your entertainment.
What's good, everybody? It's your boy Nonpfixion coming back at you one more time with a kind of brand new reaction. So those who were up late last night, I got a chance to do a reaction originally to this video. Posted it, but there was an issue. The sound for the trailer worked fine, but my sound was not working correctly. So I tried to go back and fix it, wasn't able to fix it. So we're going to try this one more time because I would like to do a proper, I like to have a proper video for this reaction and not just one that has half-ass sound. So thank you guys for joining the video again. Thank you for watching it. I hope you enjoy this trailer. Hope you enjoy the reaction to the trailer. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, please put them down below in the comment section. Also, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see by the time you watch this video, please don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button as well as the notification bell. Let's get to it. All right.
This is the first Christmas we've had together in years.
I love you guys.
Been some years for real.
I'm making up
The
for some lost time.
Steve Rogers musical.
Authorities are wondering if the masked vigilante who terrorized the city's underworld is back.
So that's from the end game.
Should we be worried?
No, it's nothing. I'll be home for Christmas. I promise.
He really wanted to have that time with his family because it's been so long.
When I wore this suit, I made a whole lot of enemies.
You're a Hawkeye!
Who the hell are you?
Some people have actually called me the world's greatest archer.
Is he just throwing stuff?
Hey, babe, I should be back in a day or two. Hang on a second. Things have gotten more complicated.
Like she really went there to try to save him. Just messed up the whole thing. I want to see the Steve Rogers stage play. I want to see that.
This is too dangerous. Definitely not this one.
You don't have to say definitely like that. Holy sh**. There are arrows more dangerous than that one?
So I wonder, November 24th, I can't wait to actually see this. Now, let me see, mute the music and sound, and we'll go back in. So at this point when she talks about that it's been so long, so I believe this is a 5-year period, 5-year gap, you know, of course, after the snap, all of that craziness, 5 years. Now, my question is, why isn't the wife there? Maybe he took them out for Christmas shopping for her gift, you know what I'm saying? So that's why she's not there. But you know what, it would suck, wholeheartedly suck, if something happened because of him being Ronin. Because you remember when they first came back together, he still had the haircut, he had the cuts and bruises on his face after the fight, and he was coming to his past and telling her about Ronin. So she was, you know, loving him and accepting him for what he'd done. But it would suck if there was a separation or a divorce. I would be very upset if they broke that into his storyline. Because it's like, don't do that to this man. He's been through enough. Now, I'm hoping it's just that I'm hoping that it's before Christmas and that they're actually just going to go buy a present for the mother. And it's funny that they're in a Chinese restaurant. It's the Christmas story, the actual Christmas story. Remember, they actually went and had Christmas dinner in a Chinese store, Chinese restaurant, and it's funny because a lot of people actually do this, and I didn't know this was actually a thing until I seen that movie. Didn't know the thing, but then as I got older, it really is a thing that people really do go and eat at Chinese restaurants for Christmas. They don't cook, but I'm so used to my family cooking, so I'm hoping that that's not one of the things that we have to deal with or even see in this story, you know what I'm saying? Let's scroll a little bit. Let's play a little bit. Now, who who doesn't want to go see Steve Rogers the musical? This has to be. I wonder if this is in the comic. If this is in the comic, I am going to crack up. Like this is silly. Like this is really silly. And then of course he sees the news and it talks about, is running back, and they show you this clip. This clip is this is not from this TV series, unless they're using it as a flashback to when he donned the suit as Ronin. But this is definitely from one of the previous movies, and it's not part of this actual TV series. Now, because, like we find out later down the line that he's married with a family. And so think about it like this. He has had so many opportunities. Well, not opportunities. He has so many times where he probably has not been home for Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, birthdays. Because of him being who he is in S.H.I.E.L.D. and then eventually becoming an Avenger, it's a good possibility that he's missed more than just the 5 years. You know what I'm saying? He's probably missed 10 years of worth of holidays and birthdays and dog birthdays. You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they're at this point where he's probably at the position where he's thinking just truly, I need to retire because I really want to be with my family, especially after everything that I experienced and after what Nat did and how she sacrificed herself for me to have this moment with my kids and family. I'm going to spend time with my family. And of course, they're being whisked away in a vehicle, possibly S.H.I.E.L.D. It's possibly S.H.I.E.L.D. taking them back home, because those are the security guards, so it could be possibly S.H.I.E.L.D. involved. But we're still not sure. And of course, when you first see her in the suit, it's obvious because her eyes are very distinctive. I've been a fan of Hailee. Like I tell you guys, I don't like saying fan, but I've been a fan of her for a very long time. I think she's funny. The girl can sing. I love the way. I think she's a really good actress, and I feel like she fits this character really well and brings some levity to the role. And the other thing is, it's giving a nod to the future Avengers, the West Coast Avengers, because Kate Bishop, I believe, is from Los Angeles. So, which is dope, because then it can build up something that we've been waiting for years, and now we're one step closer. And once we get Captain Marvel, we're another step closer, because it's like those characters are coming out more and more. And then when we get the next Ant-Man, we're one step closer. It's like, but who knows when we're going to get it? Because there's definitely 4 or 5 movies on the slate that have no titles on it, so we don't know what they're planning. It's probably all based off of what happens after these series. And then, if I remember correctly, after this series, which is the Hawkeye series, then she's getting her own Hawkeye series. So maybe it'll be just how this series is in reference to. The comic is called. It's called Hawkeye, but it's by Matt Fraction and David AJ, and it's spanning 2012 to 2015 when it was actually written. And it's probably one of, from what I've read on Amazon, what I read about it originally, it says it's Marvel's most critically acclaimed comic in recent memory, and it's with the star of Clint Barton. And of course, there's also a link down below for Kate Bishop. It's her first actual series, and it's called Anchor Points Volume 1, and it talks about her after meeting Clint Barton. She goes back to Los Angeles and kind of goes there with a new sense of a mission, like what she really needs to do now to truly become and take over the mantle of Hawkeye. And so that's definitely what this series is. The series is about passing the mantle. And I know some people did not like the trailer. Some people, from what I've seen people's reviews on Twitter, I'm actually glad they're doing it kind of this way. And I think because it's a Christmas style, it's going to have some dark moments to it. I believe that. But I don't think it should be fully dark. This is Marvel. You know what I'm saying? We got to bring some extra life to the story to give some emotion, so you have a reason for you to actually be intertwined with this story. Let's see. Oh, then, and so when we see this, he's talking to, he says babe. So I'm assuming he's talking to his wife still. That's why I'm in my head. I'm thinking, well, maybe they're still married, and he was actually just taking the kids out to get a gift for her for Christmas, so she wouldn't know what they were getting. Um, of course, the way they have it. If you notice, if you watch how it is, and you listen to the music, and just think about how some of the scenes look with him jumping and doing things, kind of reminds you, kind of reminds you of some classic Bruce Willis films. You know what I'm saying? Like the style, the action, the stunts. It reminds you of the first Die Hard a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Where people argue all the time about, oh, it's a Christmas movie, and I say I know it's not necessarily a Christmas movie, but it's a Christmas movie. It's like Die Hard doing Christmas is perfect, and this is kind of fitting in that same lane. Like it's really right in that same lane. Um, so this one was one of the coolest things I read about this puppy, this dog, and somebody had posted something. This was a while back, and I never knew because I wasn't Clint Barton wasn't the character I used to read about. So I was like a Spider-Man, X-Men, Captain America, like those guys. But so the dog, if you notice, he has one eye missing. This dog in the comic book actually takes a bullet for Clint Barton to save Clint Barton's life. And I never, when I seen it, I was like, that's cool. And the fact that they kept the continuity and put it in here, that's pretty cool. You know what I'm saying? Like I like the little details that they're taking to make sure the story fits those two comics that I referenced in the beginning. But like I said, there's links below for both comics. I'm planning on getting them. Hopefully, I can get them before the series start. But I'm planning on getting them both. I was trying to see if they have more Audible. If they have more Audible, I'll definitely listen to them because I love using my Audible. I love Audible. If you don't have Audible, I don't know what you're doing with your life. And then this scene is straight out of the comic book. I know this is straight out of the comic book. I seen somebody post about it earlier today. So somebody posted. They have the 4 pictures. They had this one, and they had the comic book reference. Then they had the one where they're falling off the building, and they had the comic book reference. And I was like, these are straight out of the comic book. I think it's pretty dope. And I feel like this scene is probably very close to. This might even be his first episode. Like it depends on how fast they're gonna move the story along because it's only 6 episodes. So they got to get to the story pretty quick and make it. Get to the story quick and make it punch fast. So this could be towards the latter part of the first episode or beginning the second episode, to be honest. But she looks great right there. Looks great, holding the bow and arrow, ready to put in some work, rocking the purple. I think I know it's not what everybody necessarily wanted, but I think this will be a great addition to the Disney Plus Marvel series, but also a great addition to the story of Clint Barton and giving him a great retirement party, basically. Not to say he won't ever be back. It's just give him time to give him his actual time where Jeremy Renner can take time off from being the perfect shot Clint Barton. But I love the chemistry. It's crazy. You can feel it already in this first trailer, and I think that says a lot about them too as people, but also as actors and actresses. I think we're going to get a really good, fun story, and I hope at the end I know not every comic book ends with a nice little bow on the end, but I hope this one has a cool little bow that may even be suspenseful. We want to know what's going on, especially the fact that we know that Black Widow's sister is going to be a villain or the opposition in this story. But from this trailer, because they didn't really even talk about her really, we know that there's got to be another villain. And then I don't know how much you guys pay attention to what's going on in social media as far as what Marvel has kind of leaked. But one of the leaks I've seen was that one of the big bads that's supposed to come up, that's supposed to show up in this series, is Kingpin. So, and it's the same Kingpin from the Netflix series. His name, I'll badger his name. So it's the same guy, the same actor, same person playing Kingpin, and he's supposed to make an appearance in this story. Now, if that's towards the latter part of the series where he becomes a big bad, and maybe that includes someone else, you know what I'm saying? You know, a guy that's in red, 2Ds is his name, Daredevil, you know what I'm saying? Blind, pretty badass. Who knows? But so I know he's a baddie. The new Black Widow, because that's basically what she's gonna become. Obviously, she's gonna come into the story, and learn the truth about what happened to Black Widow and how she actually perished, and probably gonna have some kind of kindredness towards Barton. You know, have like, I won't say love because she won't know him right away, but she'll feel a certain type of way where she probably wants to to know him more, to figure out why her sister gave her life for him and his children and his family. And so this scene right here is also it's like from the comic book. And I wish I should have had those, but as you can see on the cover, I'll show you one of those on the cover. You'll see it, and you'll see what I'm talking about. The thumbnail. Sorry, the thumbnail. Anyways, and that's really it right there. And I'm actually looking forward to it. It's like, for me, it's coming out right after my birthday, so it's perfect. So I'm getting Hawkeye, which is going to lead into Spider-Man, and I'm just happy to see. I love comic book movies, comic book stories. I'm telling you guys, for somebody like myself who grew up reading comics and just really wanted to be in that world, to see all this come to fruition is amazing to me. So, with that being said, I did, some little joints. I'm not saying Easter eggs, but just some things that I know off the top of the head. We will do a video where we react to somebody who has some Easter eggs or hidden secrets about the trailers or things that we might have missed. So look out for that, which will be coming very soon. But I hope you guys had a great time watching this video. I hope you learned something. If you didn't, let me know. Teach me something in the comments. Also, if you made it to this point, don't forget, leave a yellow heart in the description, in the comments. But I appreciate you guys. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is Nonpfixion. And if you're new to the family, don't forget, subscribe. Appreciate you. I love you. I will catch you on next one, you guys. Have a great day. Have a great day. Enjoy the rest of your week. Don't work too hard. Enjoy yourself. Stay safe. Wash your hands. And spread as much love as possible. Peace, y'all. It's the most wonderful time of the year.